State your name and age.
Wendy Dolstra, 51.
Where were you born?
Oak-
Country, city, state.
USA, Oakland, California.
Okay. Did you review the definitions of gender and sex?
Yes.
Okay. How has gender affected your life? Use examples.
Well, I had a very positive role model in my mom. They were divorced when I was young, and so she was able to show me that being a woman, there were still things that you could do that was more stereotypical of what a man would do for my generation. So husbands, fathers were the breadwinners, but, in my family, they could do the dishes and cook, and mom could mow the lawn, do yard work, work on the car. It was transferable. So I didn't really grow up with any issues really around gender or being of a certain sex.
Okay. What labels define you as a woman in our society?
I think if you're going to look at it from a gender standpoint and you had masculine and feminine titles, if you will, then I would say what would define me would be feminine titles such as a mother, a sister, a daughter. But then there's unisex titles that I think could apply as well, being capable and independent and a good employee and a hard worker. Those are all interchangeable. So those define me as a woman as well.
Okay, thank you. State your name and age.
My name's Angelina Hernandez, and I'm 42 years old.
And where were you born? Country, state, city.
I was born here in the U.S., San Jose, California.
And did you review the definitions of gender and sex?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How has gender affected your life? And use examples.
Gender, I guess, has, since a young age, it's my example, defined like if you're a woman, you kind of assume the mom role even from a young age. So like for myself, I had to learn like to cook early at a young age, probably 12, 13 for myself, or like clean bathrooms or do household chores just like my mom. And when she wasn't available because she had to work, then I would have to step in and like cook for my dad.
And what labels define you as a woman in our society?
I definitely think the mom label defines me, because whenever you're like in a group of women and you're having discussions about family, one of the first things people ask is like, oh, do you have kids? Or you are mom? As if you can't relate to people if you're not a mom.
Yeah. Okay. Please state your name and age.
Dina, 51.
Okay. Where were you born? Country, state, city.
I was born in the village of Pedro Miguel, Faial, Azores, Portugal.
Okay. And did you review the definitions of gender and sex?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How has gender affected your life? And use examples.
Gender is if you're a female or male, and I'm assuming I'm a female from what I looked up. And I've also used it as, I think that's about it. I don't know.
Well, how has it affected your life?
That we're not as valued as much as men are.
Do you have an example of that?
In the workforce, women get put down because they say that they're better at their work than women are, but a lot of women have proven to be equal.
Okay. And what labels define you as a woman in our society?
Pause.
I'll ask it again. What labels define you as a woman in our society?
I really don't know that answer.
Okay.